I'm going to tell you a story because I want you to know what I found out about all of us when I lived it, and the friends who found me in the in-between. Do you ever tell the universe what you welcome? That's how this started. From my little room on Earth, I said, "Universe, if there's a person that needs to be born, that needs me, that the world needs, then I am ready." There were whole moons of waiting, disappointment, slashed joy, and moments of relief. And then the wish took hold, and I felt my body shifting to incubate and build a body for someone new. Then there were whole moons of hope, a building pressure, and solitude interrupted by thudding kicks until it was time. In the water at the birthing center, when the midwife said,
It's almost time.
I felt myself slipping through the spaces between the panes, deeper inside myself, until I splashed into a vastness that I had visited with plants and chemicals and mistaken those vehicles for architects. I'd reached the moon over water world, a still black but lit, wet world of reflections, higher contrasts and fewer shapes. Then the water and wind started to move. I could hear leaves rustling that I could not see. I'd left my body and mind back in the earth water. The moon over water world began to melt.
I want to show you a vision of memory.
And showed me the sun over lake world where I had been, reaching an arm's hand, holding a rock warm from being held, and opening so it's cast.
The sun over lake world is where souls are called, from the water below, and this is why we are here. Do you remember calling?
Don't worry, souls always try to answer the call.
They don't always make the connection, but they try.
Wait, are you talking to me? Are you a soul?
No. I'm a spirit. We love when souls are born into bodies. We gather at the edges of the circle and watch. Some of us love like grandparents.
Thank you, bad friend. We're here to keep you focused. I'm here to tell you what you need to know. I'm here for your fears. And I'll let you know if one is bound. Otherwise, let them go. Name that child so I can rinse your hand.
The new soul is ready. It's the body that takes a body, and when the body is ready,
the bodies
must be ready, but the host soul has to move over.
How do I do that? How do I find my way back? How do I unlock the world where we both live?
What if a new kind of margarine comes out? And it's so good that it tastes like real butter, and then I can't believe it's not butter anymore.
What if I fail at being a good father?
What if I can't breathe underwater?
What if I fail at everything that I try?
What if I can't stop being a jaguar?
What if I fail
What if I'm not
at
good at?
What if I can't find my way?
What if I can't carry Mr. Full?
What if I'm not good at being a partner?
What if your dad
We
doesn't?
fail the
What
quest
if I
of
can't
wondering.
figure out what I'm not good at?
What if I'm actually not good at anything at all?
Therapy and all I do is make FRT and SHT.
What if I fail at being an artist? What am I then?
Oh, and don't forget the CUM, the CUM.
What if I can never figure out a way to make sustainable money and be a success?
What if my bitch ex-wife starts a smear campaign against me and gets her flying monkeys and convinces
What if I
everyone
can't?
that I'm the
What if
narcissist?
I fail? What if I die? What if we die?
You are wrong when you think you can't survive this. Now, you are one of us, one who has thought that we couldn't survive it. And yet you are.
You
You are the newest in
the
an
newest
ever-expanding spiral
in an
of
ever-expanding spiral of souls.
For expanding spiral of
create
souls to create bodies for the other souls.
souls.
You can see us.
You can see us. All
Who called before you, so you could call.
you could call.
We are all
here.
We are all here.
We
Please
slip
slip
through
veils when
veils
souls arrive.
when souls arrive.
Right here,
What I
what I can't tell you is that
is that
you've already done it.
They were right. We were alive. I had done it. My body, mind, and consciousness reunited on their own as easily as they'd split. The room and midwife returned, and the pain mellowed into an ache I could carry. And that's how I learned that the in-between place is inside us. A space inhabited by comforting spirits that know your fears and what you need. And if it's inside, then it must always be there somewhere, that we can seek it when we need it, when comfort from outside becomes impossible to feel, or because we need to remember we are deeper. I had felt the ocean and her moon pulsing in the blood I wanted to keep inside of me and my child. At the edge of the watery circle, saw the spirits watching the souls, where each soul is loved by a few spirits, willing to create a two-way circuit of belief, and life and death both feel like slick, warm water. Do you ever tell the universe what you welcome?
That's how this starts. From your little rooms on Earth.
The end.
The end. Cut.